ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Good evening. Welcome to the final game of day 2 of the Cricket Wireless 2021 SWAC Baseball Championships. Undefeated Southern Jaguars taking on the undefeated Prairie View A&M Panthers here at Toyota Field in Madison, Alabama, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, AA affiliate of Major League Baseball. And now it's time, as Prairie View A&M will be the home team going up against a Western Division rival in the Southern Jaguars. Our pitcher, Victor Mendoza, 2.82 ERA, 37 strikeouts, and he'll be facing Javante Doris, the first batter for the Blue and Gold.
Wow. Can we top what we just saw? My heart's still racing.
Well, don't fall out on me right now. Wait till after this game.
I'll try to make it, James Verrett.
And you have permission to pass out.
After it's over, you don't care what happens. And we got through it.
And some the fans who are just joining us, and 0-1 pitch, and that's for a ball. We saw a incredible ball game in which a grand slam was hit, a solo homer was hit, but in the end it was Jackson State who scored their 14th run in the bottom of the 9th inning to survive after having a 13-1 lead, and they defeated Grambling State 14-13. And I don't know if the Jaguars and Panthers can top that. And right now, Doris is staying alive at 2-2, going up against Victor Mendoza. But these two teams have a strong history playing in the division.
You know what? This game might match the last game. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but you got a Western Division rival. Look out! Ooh, right to our left.
It did not break the windows, but it did hit the replay window, and even the umpires, they don't have their mask on, so he's a little concerned right now.
Your umpire's mask or your other mask?
All masks, all the above.
I tell you what, James Verrett, I think this game will have the passion throughout, because this is a Western Division battle. Prairie View is the top dog in the West. Southern playing better baseball these days.
And we have a walk. Mendoza will walk the first batter in Javante Doris, and Judah Wilbur will be up next for Southern University.
But no, in all seriousness, both teams in that previous game, Jackson and Grambling, are probably emotionally spent right now.
No doubt about it.
And for Grambling, a game like that, it would be hard for anyone on that roster to get any sleep. I mean, because you're playing that game in your mind. I mean, you're down 13-1. You come back, you tie it up, and have chances to possibly win it, and you don't. And, it's frustrating, but you're just playing in your mind. And for Omar Johnson, to have a 13-1 lead and almost let it slip away, he's got to be playing the game in his mind as well. But this is what it's about right here.
And once again, this time it hits the scorer's box. And Judah Wilbur, the batter, with Doris on first. Jaguars hitting the ball. It's just going the wrong way right now.
Yeah, a lot of foul balls.
And that one fouled off again by Wilbur. And you're going to see definitely some passionate fans because right now when you think about the SWAC Western Division, facilities-wise and the level of funding for baseball, Prairie View and Southern University may be 1-2 when it comes to those things.
Yeah, I think funding for baseball in the SWAC, I think considering the attention that it's getting, just like what we're dealing with here, I think it's on the rise. You got Bethune and Florida A&M, two really good baseball programs. I was talking to some coaches recently, and clearly they understand once Bethune and Florida A&M come in, Corn joins the West, it's going to be a little different dynamic. But baseball clearly has been on the map. We've won some games in the regionals. It's just an exciting time of year. It was an exciting tournament so far. I mean, that last game just topped them all. I don't think we'll be able to top what we just saw the last game. A 13-1 lead in Jackson State coming right back. I'll say this. I mean, that's the kind of game Jackson State doesn't want to play. But if they have to, they will. I mean, because they can score runs anytime. But you got to give Grambling credit for not giving up after being down 13-1.
Wilbur hits one high. Xavier Jefferson over in right field to make the catch.
And I was just flat out speechless when that grand slam was hit. You rose up in your seat as it was. I mean, it was slowly carrying out. There's no wind right now, but that ball was hit against the wind. The wind was blowing out from right to left, and that
Correct.
just shows you how much power that was coming off the bat.
All SWAC selection, O'Neal Burgos. And they're doing everything in their power to keep Doris close. And they have the sliding mitt now. That's one of the new innovations that we have here in baseball. Doris goes, throw not in time, and a stolen base for Javante Doris. Castro did his best, but Doris makes it in.
Good jump. Ball a little outside. Catcher had to gather. Too late.
And Doris, young man out of Raymond, Mississippi. I didn't know they had some speed guys out there in Raymond.
Oh, absolutely. Raymond, just south of Jackson, down Highway 18, Raymond High School, Utica, Mississippi, about 15 miles away from Raymond. So it's a pretty good hotbed of talent in that neck of the woods.
And foul tip. Count now 1-2. Jaguars trying to get on the scoreboard early against Prairie View.
Prairie View just scratched out enough runs to beat Alcorn last night.
Right back at Mendoza, and they get the force out and a double play. Making the catch is Mendoza, and they catch Doris right off the bag. And let's take another look at it, make sure that he caught it. Great play there by Mendoza.
Look what I found.
Bobble catch. And then, yes, gets the easy double play right there at second base with Garcia making the catch. And now going to the bottom half of the first inning. No score right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
No score. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. And Jerome Bohannon, the second, is your pitcher. 8.47 ERA, 12 appearance. This is his 13th appearance of the year, 1-5 record, but he has 36 strikeouts so far this season and 36 walks. He has allowed 14 doubles. Our first batter, Demarier Smith.
Demarier Smith, the center fielder. Big swing and a miss, and we are underway in the bottom of the first inning. Day two has provided tons of excitement, and more to come.
They got people checking their blood pressure medication,
Yeah,
sugar, you name it.
everything. All my limbs are still here. You just got to check all that after what we just saw from the previous game. And that's one, if you were here, I mean, with people watching it online, I was checking all the comments on social media. It's just some fans, they turned it off. They couldn't stand any more of it. It was just too much. After
Tugging at their heart, huh?
Yeah, tugging at their heart.
Swing and a miss and a strikeout. First strikeout for Jerome Bohannon. Hannon.
Demarier Smith tugging at that pitch, trying to anyway. But, hey, nonetheless, the bottom line is Jackson State won the game, and that's all that matters at this point. And Jackson State rolls forward, and they will play at 3 o'clock against the winner of Grambling and Texas Southern, both those teams in the losers bracket. Whoever loses that game is done. Whoever wins that game at 9 will have to come back at 3 and take on Jackson State.
And up to bat next, Xavier Jefferson, senior out of Southfield, Michigan. So this is like a hot summer day for him.
I can't remember a time when it's just real hot in Michigan. Especially in the upper peninsula of Michigan.
Correct.
Does it get 95 degrees up there?
It may be for an hour. This one fouled off by Jefferson.
I really enjoy the warm weather. Is kind of my thing. I can't, cold weather, I can't do it. It was cold in Gulfport last week of morning, and I was trying to get somebody to get me a heater. Buy me one. Couldn't get one.
And this one goes over to Wilbur, trying to make a good play, and not in time. Great running by Xavier Jefferson, using his speed to get on first base for an infield single.
It's all about speed, ladies and gentlemen. Little fister. It's short. It's just speed. I mean, that's all that is. If that were Charles Edmond, I've been out by 6 steps.
I think you take 3 steps and say, nah, you can keep it.
I've been out by 6 steps on a play like that. I probably wouldn't have been in the picture. That's pretty slow, I must say. But I don't have the speed that Xavier Jefferson has. Let's see, will he do some running right here? Antoine Riggins, I tell you what, I mean, I am impressed. Prairie View A&M has found something this season. When you look at Prairie View in years past, this is not the same team.
And good stop there by Colton Frank to get the force out at first. 2 outs.
Good play right there. I tell you what, we've seen some really good plays all tournament long defensively. Infield, outfield. The line shot, good play, bounces up. I think you have to also credit coaching and scouting and where you play these guys. The analytics of it all. Well, Prairie View with an opportunity here, runner in scoring position.
Runner on second, Alex Martinez batting for the Panthers.
Winner of this game controls the opposite bracket. Jackson State controls one bracket. The winner of this game controls the opposite. You have to knock them out twice to get to the championship game.
Little history here on Southern taking on Prairie View during the regular season at Southern. The Jaguars won the first game 9-1, but then fell to Prairie View 15-2 and 7-2. The Bats went to sleep, and Prairie View won the series. Swing and a miss. Great pitch there by Bohannon.
I think that was probably during the lowest part of Southern's season. You know, they run a little rut. Was that towards the end of the year? Or
yes, towards the end of the year.
Yeah, towards the end of the year. And that was a time in which Southern really was trying to find themselves.
Strike three called on Martinez, and the second strikeout of the evening for Jerome Bohannon. And for Prairie View A&M, they leave Xavier Jefferson on second base. As we go to the top half of the second, Jaguars and Panthers scoreless after one.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
And welcome back live here in Madison, Alabama at Toyota Field, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Trash Panda is another name for a raccoon. And Taj Porter batting for the Jaguars, the catcher. And he is hit by a pitch, and he'll go to first base right away.
Well, this game so far, you know, both fan bases are really fired up about this one, James Verrett. And for me, I think this game could very well come down to the wire as well, an old Western Division battle. And Spears at the plate for Southern University. We'll see if Southern does some running here.
And called strike on Spears.
Scoreless game, top of the second inning. Prairie View, the home team.
And going back, and Porter got to watch himself. They're going to try to do their best to keep him on. Swing and a miss for Spears, the Pineville, Louisiana native. Made it to Southern by way of Louisiana Lafayette.
I think for the Jaguars, they want to make an early statement here. quick throw. Southern beat Alabama State in a low-scoring game. Alabama State was eliminated earlier today by Alcorn.
They say that he did go. And that's 2 strikes now on Spears.
Yeah, the flick of the wrist. Look at the Prairie players.
And now they're trying to lobby to say that it was 3 strikes. And they do say it is 3 strikes. I think they worked that lobby to the best of their ability, and that was an out for Spears with a strikeout.
I think Spears knew he was out. I guess he was trying to.
He's trying to work it,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to do. Jonathan Evans for the Jaguars now up to bat.
You can get an extra bat in this. I mean, why not? One thing I know about baseball, you got a lot of folks paying attention. Score, balls and strikes. Coaches are paying attention to everything that's going on this field.
And called strike on Evans, the young man out of Starkville, Mississippi, by way of Holmes Community College.
Yeah, the JUCO circuit in Mississippi is one of the top JUCO systems in the country. You got JUCOs from the coast all the way up to North Mississippi.
Well, I think that the state of Mississippi invented the community college system, correct? Mm-hmm. So I think that bodes well that you lead the way, not only academically but athletically in that department. Swing and a miss by Evans. 1 out with Porter, who was hit by a pitch at first base. Trying to keep Porter on.
I would expect, maybe Southern will do a little hit and run action. Let's see. They are definitely paying attention.
Well, my other concern is for Taj Porter, he's also the catcher. I would think they would want to try to put on a pinch runner. Even here in the first, you got a full roster. And a swing and a miss for out number 2, and Victor Mendoza is working hard, back-to-back strikeouts.
Back-to-back Ks. And Mendoza.
Xavier Moore.
Back-to-back strikeouts. He's also walked 1 as well.
And that one a little high for ball 1 to Xavier Moore.
You talk about baseball rivalries, you've got Bama State and A&M, Alcorn, Jackson, Valley, Southern Prairie View in baseball, Southern Texas Southern in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice rivalries. Just, back in the day, guys like Wasika Cullivan, former coach there,
Mm-hmm.
Roger Cador, just going at it in great battles.
Called strike.
I remember back in '94 doing baseball. The first year I did baseball was the SWAC Spring Sports Festival in New Orleans.
That's right. Tennis, baseball, track and field. Trevino right there and almost dropped it. And he's smiling. If he would have dropped it, that smile turns into a frown. But after being hit by a pitch, Porter gets on. Mendoza calms down, gets 2 strikeouts, and a fly out that, yes, Trevino makes the catch. No score right here as we go now to the bottom of the 2nd inning right here on the SWAC Bobble Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And we're back live. Jerome Bohannon still on the mound for the Southern Jaguars as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. And now batting, Braden Johnson for Prairie View. And that one in for a called strike.
Yep, we are underway, bottom of the second inning. Johnson, Williams, and Garcia coming up.
Now we're on the outside, and we talk about this venue, Toyota Field. This field is less than a year old. Actually, the Trash Pandas just start playing here this month. But when we think about the history of the SWAC baseball tournament, and Charles, we can go all the way back to the Spring Sports Festival in the 90s, and this is a shot going all the way to deep left. And into the corner it goes, and now he's going to try to go for 3, but smartly stays, and a loose ball. He could have made it, and now he's trying to test Taj Porter's arm, but a stand-up double for Braden Johnson in the deepest part of left field.
He gave that one a ride, didn't he? I think with any wind, that would have been gone because the wind all week has been blowing from right to left. Any wind, that ball would have been gone. It would have took it out of here. But he hit to the deepest part of the park, as you mentioned, in left center. And then it got caught up in that corner there.
Avery Williams now with a runner on second base. In for a called strike.
Well, that is the second base runner for Prairie View. A single in the first, a double in the second. So Prairie View, something going here.
That one right on the knees, called strike.
I mean, baseball has evolved. I just think the interest in the game has evolved. I think over time, as teams won championships, fans got on board. And now you just look at where we are. 8 teams, top 4 each division get in. You know, with Bethune and Florida A&M coming on board, it's going to make things interesting. You know, SWAC baseball is going to really be something to follow starting in the spring of 22.
And ball on the outside. I think for Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman, they will be pleasantly surprised by how much media attention surrounds SWAC baseball. For Bethune and for Florida A&M, they are in different types of media markets where you do have minor league baseball and you have multiple professional baseball teams in the region. So it is difficult for them to get that. And a strikeout by Avery Williams. And now with 1 out, it'll be Andrew Garcia for the Panthers with a runner on second base and 1 out.
I was talking with somebody last week about, you know, Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman coming in. How is it going to be like with those two teams, baseball programs coming in? And he said, don't sell either one of those programs short. They play quality baseball down there in Florida, and it's going to be an interesting Eastern Division with Bama State, A&M, the Florida teams, Mississippi Valley, Jackson State. It's not going to be any pushover for anybody in the East.
And a nice shot going into right field. Tremaine Spears going back, making the catch, advancing is Braden Johnson over to third base. And now 2 outs. Scoring opportunity right there for the Panthers if they can bring Johnson home.
Good speed for Johnson. Zach Trevino, the number 8 hitter, the shortstop, stands in.
And this one goes foul over the stadium roof.
We'll be right back at you tomorrow with elimination game, Grambling and Texas Southern. Well, how about TSU fighting elimination? Had the early game, and they got a chance to watch the Jackson Grambling game unfold.
And a call strike.
Mike Robb is just sitting back propped up. He's like, yeah. But, hey, we've seen uncertain things happen.
Here's the amazing thing. Now with the streaming capabilities, your players don't even have to come out to the stadium. They can just watch the stream. And this one going over to Frank, pitches over to Bohannon, and he gets the out. And once again, the Jaguars avoid allowing a score. They do leave one person on for the Panthers. 1 strikeout. And we go to the top of the 3rd inning. No score between the Western Division rivals, Southern Jaguars and Prairie A&M Panthers, right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
We played 2 complete, no score, only 2 hits by Prairie View A&M. Jaguars looking for their first hit as we start the top half of the 3rd inning. Colton Frank, the number 8 hitter, batting for the Jags.
We are underway here in this top of the 3rd inning. And for Southern University, Frank Adams and Doris, 8, 9, and 1 for the Jaguars. Southern has a left runner on base. Prairie View's left 2, so they've had the better of the chances.
And this one, a shot to deep left field, going right up against the warning track. Making the catch is Braden Johnson, and you can't get any closer than that if you're Colton Frank from hitting it out, but it is an out, not a home run.
Well, we're seeing more balls being muscled out of here. I'd like to see that one again and see how close he was at the warning track. 326 down the line, 385 left field power alley, 400 to dead center. That was at about 380 feet.
And a swing and a miss by Isaiah Adams. Adams, a freshman out of Mesa, Arizona. And that one goes through the legs of Paul Castro, the catcher for Prairie View.
We talked about where the different venues have been for SWAC tournament baseball. Shreveport twice, Natchez, Alexandria.
And this one goes directly to Xavier Jefferson for the easy out, second out of the inning. And now going to the top of the order is Javante Doris, who got on with a walk.
This tournament was supposed to be at Smith Wheel Stadium in Jackson. The tournament actually was there once before.
I was there.
And you were there for that. Shreveport, Southern University, New Orleans.
And right there, deep is Zach Trevino trying to make the throw, but not in time. And Javante Doris gets on base with an infield single.
Adam played right. He was played right for sure, but just too deep in the hole. He was almost in shallow left center when he got that ball.
And Judah Wilbur up next, looking for his first hit of the evening. And I tell anybody, if you're a person that works a lot and then you want to have some free time and catch up on all your baseball, come out to the SWAC baseball tournament. In about 1 week, you can get your fill and have thrills for all your baseball ills.
Yeah, we've had enough of that. We've had plenty of that, I should say. Not enough, but plenty to fill your cup.
No doubt about it.
Especially after the last game.
That's the joy of college baseball tournaments. In 1 week, you can see a multitude of teams.
After that 14-13, if you didn't love SWAC tournament baseball, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Wilder did not go. And they got him. Doris was out a little bit too much, and Victor Mendoza throws him out at first base to get the third out of the inning. And only one hit, no runs, no hit, and that was a throw out, a great pick play. Good catch there by Martinez, holding on to the ball and taking another look right close up. Mendoza catches him, and I think he even knew when he was sliding, like, man, they got me. And Martinez is right there to hold it up. And we'll see if Prairie View can use that momentum to get on the board right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com. Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Bottom half of the third inning. Swing and a miss for Paul Castro, the catcher for the Panthers. Austin, Texas native, just a freshman, part of a two-freshman tandem from Austin and Austin High School. Victor Mendoza and Paul Castro, the pitcher and catcher. And call for strike two, and Bohannon right now looks like he's in a groove.
Yep, set down 3 in a row there. He's given up a couple of hits.
Swing and a miss and a K for Castro.
So through the first 9 in the lineup, 4 strikeouts in the first 9 in the lineup. Well, there are no secrets between these two teams. They know each other so well.
And that one going high, very high, hitting one of the club boxes. And that's a foul ball.
It's a foul ball.
On a bunt. And low for strike two to Demarier Smith. And that one fouled off. Once again, hitting up against this lovely press box and club level and VIP level area.
I'm always impressed with ballparks, how they put this tough plexiglass.
And a swing and a miss and a strikeout, second consecutive strikeout for Bohannon.
5th strikeout for Bohannon. I'm just impressed how, when they build these stadiums, it's plexiglass and suites. I mean, I'm impressed with that. I mean, you have to have it, of course. You get these foul balls all over the place.
Xavier, Jefferson.
Closest I've ever been to a foul ball, I think I was at a family reunion in Atlanta. We went to a Braves game. We were sitting in the upper deck, and a foul ball was hit, and it caromed. We were sitting like on the top part of the upper deck, the top row, and you know how it comes up and skips up, skips, and it came right to me, and I tried to barehand it, I missed it. It was like a hot potato trying to get that thing.
Oh, yeah. And that one splits the difference, goes foul. Now, that was at which field?
At Turner Field.
Oh, that was at Turner Field. So that
the old Turner Field, yeah.
Okay. So I go further back. I remember as a kid going to an Astro game in the Astrodome.
Yeah. And
catching a foul ball there.
Did it hurt your hand?
No, it was in the upper deck and nobody else was there but us. and the game went to extra innings. It was about the 10th or 11th inning. And it was a foul ball, and I said, "Can I go get it?" My dad's like, "Nobody else is here. You can go." Yes. I remember using my kitty binoculars and seeing Nolan Ryan pitching.
Wow.
And I was, and Jose Cruz and those type folks at that time.
That's one of my favorite pitchers, Nolan Ryan. He's tall, 6'7", can throw 99, 100 miles an hour. Big Texan.
And had a good punch, too.
Yeah, he got into many battles for sure. Got a battle going on here, James Verrett, bottom of the 3rd inning. A lot of energy. I think it carried over from the previous game.
And they say that Xavier did not go. Evens accounted 2 apiece. High drama here, even in the top half of the 3rd.
Yeah, high drama the second half of the day. 2 teams were eliminated, Alabama State.
Oh, it looks like he went, and he even had to exhale a little bit. This time he does swing, and Doris gets it over to Frank for the 3rd out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bohannon. No runs, no hits, no errors. As we go now to the top half of the 4th, scoreless right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, And when you're here, you can take it all in.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Top half of the fourth inning, and here we go. Judah Wilbur going up against Victor Mendoza.
Judah Wilbur, O'Neal Burgos, and Taj Porter, 2, 3, and 4. Wilbur flied to right his last time up.
And this one goes foul down the right field line.
Talking with the Associate Commissioner, Dr. Jason Cable. Of course, he's from Huntsville.
This one a fly ball. Xavier Jefferson coming up and making. I think everybody heard what I said. Everybody's using two hands now. They must have been watching the stream. And look at see. Everybody's watching the stream.
Try to catch it with one hand. You do it at your own risk.
There you go.
But Assistant Commissioner Dr. Jason Cable's from Huntsville. And he pulled some strings to make this facility. This facility was available, considering what happened or didn't happen with Smith Wheels. And there's a possibility we might enter into a longer-term deal here, which to me would be a pretty cool thing.
This one fouled off by O'Neal Burgos.
You wonder. I mean, with these championships moving around. I mean, you hear people talk about, well, just if it's just in one place, let's just have it at one place and just keep it there, just let it grow. But we've had it bounce around, baseball and softball.
Well, you know what? I think it is good to let it travel. Reason being, we've seen that over the past 25 years or 30 years, if you have it in New Orleans, people are going to show. So at this point, Xavier coming up and making the catch for out number 2. You know that New Orleans is going to be there, but you're trying to grow your footprint. So you take a chance and you go where obviously they have some municipalities who are willing to support you, and you go out and try to grow the brand in other places and find new fertile areas to grow the SWAC name.
One city I forgot the baseball tournament was at the old Rickwood Park in Birmingham.
Yes, I was there.
And I got a chance to do it Alabama for the SWAC Digital Network, as a matter of fact. Alabama State A&M at the old Rickwood. And there's a guy that's kind of a historian there. I think he works for the stadium. He gave me a tour of that stadium. I was just impressed. The wall that you see, there's a shot.
And Taj Porter hits it long. And Braden Johnson right there for the final out. 1, 2, 3 go the Jaguars as we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And right now we've got a pitching duel going on. Only 3 hits between the two teams right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale. Mega! Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale. Mega!
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Bottom half of the 4th inning. Benjamin Ybarra with his second at-bat of the game. No score, 3 hits between the 2 teams, 2 for Prairie View, 1 for Southern, and that one skips across home plate for a ball. Now, as you were saying, you took a fantastic tour of Rickwood Field.
Yes, I've heard about it, and it just so happens we had a game there. Alabama State and A&M, it was a classic, a baseball game. It was a classic game there, and this guy, I don't know who he was. I think he was a worker who worked at the park, gave me a tour of it, and I was just amazed. The old wooden bleachers, 475 to dead center field. That was the original wall. You don't even see it from the press box. The old microphone that they used. I mean, there's just a lot of nostalgia. I was blown away. I was blown away by that place. And the tournament was there. I think I missed it when the tournament was there. There was something else going on, but I don't think I was. What year was that? When was that Rickwood?
I think the last time was 2002 or 4, somewhere around there.
I think we missed our team missed the tournament, so I didn't get a chance to go. But just checking out Rickwood Park. Impressive.
Another strikeout, impressive. Ybarra goes down swinging.
That stadium was built, what, 1920? I have to see. But that's truly an impressive ballpark, to say the least.
And they've done some renovations to try to bring it back to its original glory. And the Birmingham Barons play a game there every year that's always sold out.
Yeah. And in Birmingham, you've got Hoover.
And you've got the brand new Regents Field downtown.
I tell you, a stadium that's underrated, I think, is the old ballpark that's across from the Crampton Bowl, the newly renovated Crampton Bowl. I think I've done one game there.
Okay.
I think that's an underrated baseball facility there in Montgomery.
Swing and a miss by Alex Martinez.
What was the name of that? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, man. The baseball field, isn't it like Memorial Stadium or something, veteran something? I know it has something to do with the veterans. And this one going up, Xavier Moore coming up and making the play. And out number 2 for the Jaguars.
Both pitchers inducing ground balls, getting guys out. Braden Johnson at the plate for the Panthers. Doubled. Both teams pitched shutouts in their first tournament game. Panthers shut out Alcorn 2-0. Might be looking at Alcorn again, depending on what happens. And Southern beat Bama State, who was eliminated by Alcorn, 3-2. That game was a nail-biter as well. And we just had the ultimate nail-biters.
That was beyond nail-biter. That was a heart stopper.
I was talking with Centauria Black of Grambling Radio. He said he had to probably take his high blood pressure medicine after that. It will cause your heart to race for sure, a game like that. You're down 13-1. But congratulations to Jackson State. They survive and advance. And, you know, they're a win away from controlling. Well, they control the bracket now. You got to knock them out twice. to get to the championship game. And for Grambling, just a tough loss. It's one of those games in which, if you're just a fan, just sitting here watching it, you just hate that someone had lost the game.
Right.
You hate someone lost. Someone had to. And for Coach Cooper, and it's for Coach Coop as we call him, he's got to get his troops together mentally more so than anything, because you got a 9 a.m. game in the morning.
And another called strike. Brings the count even at 2-2.
You got to come down off that high of a tough loss and get yourself ready for a 9 a.m. game. We'll be here to bring it all to you.
2-2. And call that was 3-2, and now that was ball 4, and they lose Johnson. He gets over to first base with a base on balls.
On the other side, for Jackson State, Omar Johnson's like, thank you. I mean, yeah. I mean, he got out of here with one after losing a 13-1 lead. And who knows that? I'm sure this is probably the way I think he's looking at it. And I know fans, JSU fans, are like, what in the heck happened? But Omar Johnson, knowing him, he's probably saying, you know what? That could be the best thing that could happen to us.
The wake-up call.
That could be the wake-up call that we're looking for.
Avery Williams at bat for Prairie View, swing and a miss.
And the reason why I say that is because, you know, talking with people and looking at what Jackson State has done, like, have they been tested? Have they been really tested here lately? No, they haven't. And this was the ultimate test. I mean,
and a swing and a miss. Well, I think the ultimate test will be, can they win when their offense is not working for them as well as it did today?
Well, we haven't seen that yet.
Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Jerome Bohannon. The K's keep coming and the zeros keep coming, but both teams hung on, no runs yet. And another strikeout for Bohannon. We'll see if the Jaguars bats come alive right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us.
And back to live action. Top half of the 5th inning. Tremaine Spears, and he hits one to deep right, and Xavier Jefferson there to make the catch for the first out.
So as we get ready for day 3, you know, you just think about the mindsets, the first elimination game, obviously, Grambling and Texas Southern. Then at noon, you have Alcorn taking on the loser of this game. Then Jackson State will take on the winner of Grambling, Texas Southern. That's what we got coming up tomorrow right here from Madison, Alabama.
That one fouled off by Jonathan Evans.
You know, depending on what happens, we might have baseball Saturday, and if necessary, game. We might not. There have been years in which we have not had baseball on Saturday. Your bracket leaders went undefeated, and they play for the championship on Sunday. We've seen that happen more lately. Teams just want to go ahead and lock it up and just focus all on the one game for it all. And I was talking with the Associate Commissioner, Dr. Jason Cable, earlier, swing and a miss, about we know we're going to get an automatic bid. Whoever wins this tournament will be going somewhere. But I'm the type of guy I want to see and see the SWAC represented as best as we can in terms of an at-large bid. And he was just saying that we're slowly leaning in that direction. You know, if more teams in the conference play quality schedules, win midweek games. We're playing quality schedules now. Just continue to win those games. You know, if you got two 35-win teams playing for the championship one year in this conference, one's going to the NCAA tournament, and you hope if the resume is strong enough, the other gets the at-large. I mean, he believes we're trending in the right direction.
Full count. Pitch to Evans. Check swing. Yabera. And he gets it over to Martinez in time for out number 2.
Well, that's 1, 2, 3. It's 5 in a row set down by Mendoza.
Third baseman number 10, Xavier Moore.
Now Xavier Moore looking for his first hit. He flied out his first time up.
And considering the recent history of how SWAC teams have done in the regionals, I just want to give it a shot and see what happens. Remember Southern playing in the USM regional? They played in the LSU region. I've seen that twice.
I've been there a couple of times.
He's been a couple of times. I've seen Jackson State in the LSU regional. I've seen Southern in the Mississippi State regional 2 years ago, a game that they had Mississippi State on the ropes. And we talk about execution. And once you get to the regionals, your margin of error is nil. You gotta get it done. You're playing in front of a sold-out house, 13,000 people. Even though there's probably not going to be, full capacity, it'll be close to it.
Depending what state you're in. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check that, 2-2.
Just like to see that good stuff.
And that one is high. Xavier Jefferson getting a lot of chances, and he makes the most of it, holding it on with 2 hands to get out. 1, 2, 3, down go the Jaguars. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, no score. Great game so far between Prairie View A&M and Southern University right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Still 3 hits between the 2 teams as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Batting for Prairie View A&M, Andrew Garcia. And his last time up, he flied out. Inside for ball 2. And down low for ball 3. And Bohannon, I believe he's only walked one batter so far, struck out 7. Having to bear down against Garcia. And now he gets it into the zone for strike number 1.
Yeah, Garcia flied to right his last time up, James Verrett. We got a good one approaching the halfway mark.
And this one over to Wilbur. Nice throw, high and safe. Long throw, but good catch there by Colton Frank. And Garcia gets on.
Might be an error, bad throw. Routine ground ball. Yep, all got away from him. Yep, he's safe. Good call.
But good catch by Colton Frank, because if he misses it, then Garcia is automatically in scoring position.
Bottom of the lineup here.
That one low for ball 1.
Opportunity for Prairie View. Number 8 hitter Trevino. Grounded out, 3-1. His last time up.
And a good bunt right there. Bohannon gets it, makes the throw to get the force out at first base, but advancing is Garcia to second.
If you're scoring at home, that's 1-3 SAC, 1-3 SAC. Paul Castro stands in. He struck out his last time up. An opportunity here for Prairie View.
Castro the catcher, Mendoza the pitcher. High school teammates just a year ago at Austin High School in Austin, Texas.
Home of the Longhorns.
This one fouled back outside of the stadium.
You know, we talked about it yesterday, I believe, with Texas Southern as well as Prairie View. You know, playing a non-conference schedule. I think Texas Southern went to Kansas State or Kansas. You know, you can play a solid schedule without ever leaving the state of Texas. You got Sam Houston and Stephen F. Austin in Texas, Texas A&M, Rice, U of H. That's your midweek schedule right there if you really want to think about it.
No doubt about it.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Well, you haven't even gone
Pan American.
Baylor.
Baylor, Texas El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech. I mean, there's your schedule right there. And I think Mike Robb does that for the most part. And if I'm not mistaken, Antoine Riggins, they don't leave. I think Prairie View more so plays more in state than Texas Southern. I was surprised to see TSU looked up and they played up in Kansas. I think Mike Robb just want to get his team away, just play some good competition in the Midwest.
Three-one count now. To Paul Castro, the number 9 hitter.
A chance here for the Panthers midway through this game to grab an early lead. Just 3 hits between the two teams.
And this one sky high. Colton Frank calling everyone else off. And he makes the out. And now we have 2 down with a runner on second.
Well, both these pitchers on it. Nothing is easy. Just 3 hits between these two teams. Top of the lineup, Smith, James Verrett struck out twice.
Demarier Smith looking for his first hit tonight.
Runner in scoring position.
And he may have it, and he does, and one run's going to come around and score. And Prairie View is on the board with Demarier Smith with a single, advancing to second on the throw.
This is well hit. Throw off line. Didn't hit the cutoff man. And that's huge right there. I mean, the Panthers are going to get a run. You didn't hit the cutoff man. You allowed Smith to get the second. I mean, that's about as important on the back end of that play. You didn't hit the cutoff man. Now you got a chance to get another run in.
Xavier Jefferson to bat for Prairie View with another runner in scoring position in Demarier Smith.
Jefferson 1 for 2, grounded to second and singled.
And you can hear the fans, their exuberance starting to show. Prairie View and Southern definitely has some of the most dedicated fans. You think about the Prairie View A&M fan base coming from Texas and all points in between. And of course, the Jaguar Nation travels regardless of the sport.
I'm really surprised that Prairie View fans made the long ride. And I guess you can get a direct flight from Houston to Huntsville or Birmingham. I did a flight from Houston to Birmingham for the SWAC basketball tournament. Great flight, hour, 10 minutes, you're here, as compared to a 14-hour drive.
True. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2 apiece.
I wonder how long that flight is from Houston to Huntsville. Probably about an hour, 50 minutes maybe?
Maybe that, depending on if you can get a direct or if you got to go through Atlanta.
Yeah, if you go through Atlanta, it's a little longer.
2-2 pitch. Right back up the middle. Good stop there by Doris. And he is safe. Runners now at the corner. Good job by Xavier Jefferson.
Well, Prairie View showing some speed. Up the middle, a dribbler. Good play there. Good speed there. Obviously safe. Well, Panthers already with a 1-0 lead. And now they've got runners on at first and third. I wonder, will Antoine Riggins send Jefferson and make it second and third? A little wheel route. We'll make it Southern throw it across, and they try to get another run in. We'll see.
Pitch to Ybarra. Call for a strike. Remember, you do have 2 outs, so the Jaguars can get out of this bind by just finding a way to get an out.
2 hits in the inning. There was an error that hurt.
And this one fouled off into the right field grandstands.
Well, this is great. I mean, fans are riding every pitch here.
Oh, 2 pitch coming from Bohannon. And swing and a miss, and Bohannon uses a power fastball to get out of a bind, but not before he gives up the first run of the game. 2 runners left on, but 1 run scores and 1 strikeout as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. Jaguars have some work to do as they're down by 1 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights. Because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Now, top half of the 6th inning, Colton Frank batting for Southern University.
Southern trying to match Prairie View's energy. They were able to piece some things together there. James Verrett sent 6 to the plate. Run on a couple of hits. The error is the difference in that last inning. We had 7 errors in that last game between Jackson State and Grambling, and that was the difference as well.
So far from Mendoza, 2 strikeouts, but he has not given up a run and only 1 hit. And a good strike, and Trevino can't bag it in, and Colton Frank gets on first base with a single.
Well, the shift was on, hit perfectly to short, botched it short, probably an error. Yep.
He backhands it, and they...
I mean, if he makes it cleanly, he throws him out. I mean...
They will call it an E.
What more can you ask for right there? Ball hit right to you. Adams flied to right his last time up. Well, tying run on. Let's see how the Jaguars play it.
And got to be careful with Mendoza. He has a good pickoff move. Already picked off 1 Jaguar.
The winner of this game controls their bracket. The losers got Alcorn tomorrow at noon.
Hit by a pitch. And Isaiah Adams, the number 9 hitter, goes to first, which moves Frank over to second base.
Try to command the inside part of the plate. Yep. Grazed him. Remember now, you have to make a concerted effort to get out of the way. I mean, it's a judgment call, and that's what Antoine Riggins is asking about. Like, look, I mean, was there a concerted effort there? Was he leaning, crowding the plate? I mean, those are the things that you ask for.
And we've got some pitchers and catchers going out to the bullpen for Prairie View A&M.
Oh, he also might have thought if he hit the bat instead of hitting the body. I think that's the other thing he might be talking about.
This pitch goes foul for Javante Doris.
I think Antoine Riggins might, maybe was thinking of having him look at that, but they didn't.
Oh, 1 pitch. And that one low for a ball.
Count, yep, 1-1 to count. Opportunity for the Jaguars to come right back.
And that one fouled off also.
All right,
2 strikes now against Doris.
Yep, Doris has got to protect the plate right here. You got a Javante Doris for Southern. What about Chevy Doris? Jackson State.
Correct.
A couple of Dorises.
And a good bunt there by Doris and moves everyone over. Now you've got runners in scoring position at second and third. Good sacrifice by Javante.
Well, you can't ask for anything more than this, James Verrett. Second and third, 1 out, sack fly, squeeze play. Wild pitch, pass ball. A lot of stuff can tie the game, or maybe go ahead for Southern. Base hit, Will.
And Wilbur hits this one high. Xavier Jefferson going over, makes the catch, tagging, going home, sliding, and in is Colton Frank, and the Jaguars tie it up at 1 apiece. Good sack fly there by Wilbur, and now Adams moves over to third base.
That's just baseball right there, James Verrett. Got the job done. That ball hit just deep enough.
And he slides in, and looks like the slide is going in slow motion, but he was right there. Good throw by Jefferson.
Absolutely. On line, on time. That's just good. I mean, that's good baseball all the way across. Got a tie game, James Verrett, 1-1.
1-1, and now O'Neal Burgos with an opportunity to give the Jags a lead. Call for strike one.
We had 27 runs scored in the last game, just 2 so far. We talked about it between games, the law of averages.
No doubt.
But it's a good one here.
And this is a shot to left center, but it's going to stay in. And Demarier Smith with the catch, but not before the Jaguars tie it up off of a sacrifice from Judah Wilbur, allowing Colton Frank to score. We're all tied up at 1 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale. Mega! Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale. Mega!
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, Alex Martinez to bat for Prairie View, and he hits this one foul, out of play.
Martinez, Braden Johnson, Avery Williams. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Good game.
Fouled off, and 0-2 count to Martinez.
They say this is what? A pitcher's duel.
Correct. 6 hits between the 2 teams, 1 error, and only 1 run apiece.
We'll be right back at you tomorrow morning. An exciting day of baseball with Texas Southern taking on Grambling. Alcorn will take on the loser of this game at noon. Jackson State will take on the winner of that TSU Grambling game, as the loser of that game is eliminated. And the nightcap will be the winner of this game versus the winner of Alcorn and whomever at 6. It's going to be a fun day. We've had some excitement. The Braves eliminate Alabama State. We've had a 14-13 game. Texas Southern getting back on the horse. A lot of good storylines. A lot of folks checking us out. We appreciate it for sure.
Trainer was checking out Taj Porter. Checking to make sure he was okay. Looked like the ball may have hit him in an odd spot. And that one brings the count full to 3-2.
So what these pitchers today are ready to throw. I mean, they get the ball, get on the hump and go.
Fouled off. Martinez looking for his first hit of the night. That one fouled off again. Martinez is hanging tough against Bohannon.
I've often wondered, we talk about Prairie View, Texas Southern, the recruiting battles in the state of Texas in terms of baseball.
No doubt.
I mean, how intense are those battles? You got so many schools. We reel them off in Texas.
Swing and a miss, and a K again for Jerome Bohannon.
Back-to-back strikeouts. Braden Johnson at the plate. That is, 8 strikeouts. In Louisiana, of course, you got LSU, you got Nichols, Northwestern, Southeast Louisiana. I mean, you got options in Louisiana as well, playing some good baseball, playing a decent schedule.
The only obstacle there is teams like Southeastern, Northwestern, McNeese, Nichols, Southern, Grambling, they're all in the same boat. They're all going out trying to get money games. So it's rare that they get a chance to really play each other on a consistent basis because they're trying to make as much money as they can to maintain their programs because they do compete against the ULs, the LSU, the Tulanes, things of that nature.
Speaking of LSU, what about Southern and LSU in football in 22?
We'll see when that happens.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. I've got to see that one.
We got to make sure that it happens.
Got to make sure it happens. Yes, you're right. There used to be a time, as a Grambling grad, I would just often wonder when I was a student, when will Grambling ever play La Tech, 2 schools 5 miles away? Will Grambling ever play Louisiana Tech in anything? They didn't at the time. I mean, things are different now. They play all the time, as well as ULM.
Well, which one was a bigger draw, even when you think about the 60s and the 70s? Even though Louisiana Tech was winning Division I AA championships, Grambling was the bigger draw.
It was. There was a borderline pitch right there, James Verrett.
And we have a walk with Braden Johnson going over to first base.
Braden Johnson has walked twice.
And we can see the Prairie View A&M fan base clapping it up.
We have a pretty good turnout from Prairie View, Texas. 290. It's one of my enjoyable trips. Time called, like we might have
and looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter in Christian Mendez batting for Prairie View, and now Chris Crenshaw going to the mound. Going to have a conversation with Bohannon. And for Crenshaw, a former pitcher, he actually knows what's going through the mind, he would think, of Bohannon.
Pitch count might be up. I mean, it's a 1-1 game. You just try to settle them down. Just going over situational baseball. Catcher talking to him like, are you good? Maybe we need to reset the signs. Put the glove over your mouth. You make sure nobody's reading your lips. Umpire's like, are we okay over here? It's getting late. They're going to turn the lights off in 45 minutes. Let's play some baseball. I think that's when umpire came in.
And for Bohannon, he's at 97 pitches.
Yep. So I think that's the other thing. That's probably the major reason why. I mean, once you get to 100 pitches, then it's just a matter of time. And the bullpen is busy for the Jaguars.
In for a strike.
Well, opportunity for Prairie View. This is exactly what we expected. Back and forth chess match. 1 out, 1 on.
Called strike for strike 2. Pinch hitting Christian Mendez.
Mendez didn't like the call.
Oh, 2. Hits a shot, base hit. Jonathan Evans scoops it up and gets it back to the infield, but good pinch hit single for Mendez.
Yeah, solid hit in the left field. So now Andrew Garcia has flied to right. James Verrett reached on an error and a chance for Prairie to go right back out on top. A seesaw game so far.
1 out, runner at first and second. Garcia to bat. He hits this one high and out of play.
You look over the state, and talking about different states. Mississippi, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, USM.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some of the smaller schools there. And some of our teams do play down, and especially in basketball and baseball and softball, play the teams, the William Careys, the Tougaloo's. In Alabama, you got a lot. Troy State, and South Alabama, North Alabama, West Alabama, right?
Right, West Alabama Division II.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, you can play those schools.
Inside. And Andrew Garcia, and you can hear some of the fans, some word about the safety of Garcia, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Just trying to protect, trying to command the inside part of the plate.
100 pitches for Bohannon, 0-2. Runners on first and second. And swing and a miss. Check that. That makes the count even at 2-2.
2-2 the count with 2 on.
1 out.
Panthers have left 4. The Jaguars have only left 1 runner on base.
This one going over to Frank. He gets the force at first, and now the runners will move over to second and third. Garcia out with the force. Now 2 outs, and Zach Trevino.
Vino is sacrificed and grounded out.
And looks like Chris Crenshaw has seen enough, and he is going to make a change.
First time we've seen, well, actually second time we've seen Chris Crenshaw out.
And they're going to make a change. We're going to take a break. We come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is for the Jaguars. Good night for Bohannon, only giving up 1 run. We'll see as he gets some hugs and some congratulatory handshakes from his teammates right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega! Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
And now we have a new pitcher in Demarier Frank, the young man out of St. Louis, Missouri. And we also have a new batter pinch hitting Keanu Maldonado. And Maldonado, a freshman out of Lubbock, Texas.
Texas Tech.
Tied at one, runners on second and third. This one going right up to Trevino and gets the out. Colton Frank right there to make the play, and the Jaguars get out of a bind, and Demarier Frank throws one pitch and helps the Jaguars keep it all tied up. Maldonado with the play, getting it to Judah Wilbur, and Wilbur makes a great throw. Jaguars and the Panthers all tied up at one right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Top half of the seventh inning. We're all tied up at one apiece. A team pitching duel. Both teams held to one run. 7 hits between the two teams. Prairie with 5 hits. Jaguars with only 2. And now Taj Porter, the catcher, at bat for the blue and gold. And hit by a pitch for the second time is Taj Porter. For some reason, they just like hitting him.
Yeah, it's hard to figure. Caught his foot. Barely, but got it.
And on the back foot at that. Porter on first. Tremaine Spears batting for Southern. That one high. Trying to keep Porter on.
If with the leadoff man, James, we'll see what Coach Crenshaw does here. I'm sure some running, but some small ball sacrifice.
That one off the tip of his bat goes foul.
There wasn't a sacrifice right there. Turning Spears are loose. Southern with only 2 hits in this game. An infield single by Doris, was picked off.
And this one goes to right, and Xavier going back, and right in the corner makes a great play. Xavier Jefferson, great job for the right fielder.
Let's look at it, shall we? He had to get on his horse to get it.
And he has prevented a number of runs, and once again making the play, using those 2 hands to secure the ball, and throws it back in to keep Porter at first.
It's a good play. Got the out, kept the runner at first.
A bunt. And he's going to get tagged. Jonathan Evans gets tagged out by Martinez. Trying to manufacture something.
Yep.
Good job by Martinez, but Taj Porter moves over to scoring position at second base.
Xavier Moore, James Verrett at the plate. Fly to short and right.
Wind starting to kick up, and now it's going from left to right for the first time all day. A wind shift.
James Verrett, if I'm not mistaken, Prairie, you might have a fan bus here.
A fan bus?
Yeah. I have at our hotel where I'm staying, the Panther team is staying, and I think they have 2 buses. They might have a fan bus that also made the trip.
And that is low for a ball. I mean, that would be an exciting trip. And I think that if you've got enough family members who are willing to, come together, that's an easy trip to make.
It is.
Call strike.
Long drive you don't have to make. Just hop on the fan bus.
Mm-hmm. And that one was fouled off. And you know what? That may have been something that was already scheduled for them to go to Jackson. And then they said, oh, we're going to Huntsville? Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's make the adjustment. And, they have a lot of attractions here that they can go see while their team is not playing. But a lot of times when you have baseball parents, they're going to go as their team goes. That one fouled off. So they're in it as deep as their students, their kids are into this ballgame.
Yeah, some parents don't miss a beat, James, at all. I mean, they're right there on it. I mean, they're just so supportive of their child's their examples and what they're doing.
2-2 pitch. Outside, makes the count full at 3-2, 2 outs. The go-ahead run is at second base.
Low-scoring seesaw game.
That's a dribbler over to Ybarra, and Ybarra gets Xavier Moore to ground out, and one runner is left on. Nobody commits an error, and a nice throw there by Ybarra as we're still tied up as we have the 7th inning stretch, and we'll see if Prairie View can break this one all tie right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Seventh inning stretch. And Demarier Frank still in as pitcher. And came in relief for Jerome Bohannon. And now the number 9 hitter for Prairie View. And this one all time, Paul Castro pitching, batting for the Panthers. On the mound, Demarier Frank. This one a fly ball. Jonathan Evans gets underneath it to make the catch. One out here in the bottom half of the 7th. And now to the top of the lineup we go with Demarier Smith. One for 3 and an RBI. And called strike. That went off the inside of the bat. And safe is Demarier Smith. Went through 3 Jaguars. And the Panthers get a break right there. And you take another look at it. It hits. Frank, he can't get it, goes past his arms. And then Moore, it goes past him. Wilbur gets it, but by the time he gets it, it's too late. And Demarier Smith makes it over to first. Runner on first with 1 out.
Demarier Smith, the only RBI for Prairie View, and now the leadoff man is on in Smith.
And it gets past Colton Frank, and now Demarier Smith makes it over to second base, and now you've got a runner in scoring position with the pass ball.
That's an error, E1. Trying to pick him off. Yeah, just bad throw. Now Smith at second. And hit the runner.
And Demarier Smith is like, yikes, that hurt. And he still has the wherewithal to make it over to second base. Runner on second. Xavier Jefferson hits that one foul.
Remember, the winner of this game controls the bracket. They're 1-1 away from the finals. The loser gets Alcorn, who eliminated Bama State 3-2. It's at noon tomorrow.
And that one a little low for ball 1.
It's been a long day. This is where, you know, from an energy standpoint, you just gotta buckle down. A little dribbler got through.
That one in for a strike. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Xavier Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson 2 for 3 as he stands in.
Call time, no pitch. Xavier steps out of the box. Ready to roll now. Here comes the pitch from Frank. And it's a fair ball, good throw, and a catch for out number 2. Xavier moves Demarier Smith over to third. Good stop there by Moore, and a nice powerful throw for the out.
Yep, Smith to third, just waited for the ball to be thrown across.
Ybarra inside for a ball.
Yeah, Barra has struck out twice and is grounded to first.
The go-ahead run at third base. This one trying to find a hole, and Tremaine Spears from right field able to come up and make a play. Demarier Smith is left at third, but once again, nobody scores as we go to the top half of the 8th inning, all tied at 1 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
All tied up at 1 apiece. We go to the top of the 8th inning. James Redd along with Charles Edmonds. Thank you for joining us on the SWAC Digital Network, the final game of day 2 of the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC Baseball Tournament here in Madison, Alabama, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas at beautiful Toyota Field.
And for the Jaguars, James Verrett. This is the bottom of the lineup. Good game here, low scoring. After a 27-run game that we had the previous game, how about this? Good old-fashioned low-scoring 1-1 game.
No doubt about it. Both these teams are very familiar with each other, and it shows in the way that they're playing. And Colton Frank's fly ball over to Isaiah Adams for the easy out. And check that. That was Demarier Smith with the catch. Now here comes Isaiah Adams. I had him on my mind. So now, Mr. Adams, you got to do something big out of the 9 position. Adams out of Mesa, Arizona, and he hits a shot, but goes foul.
The line score for this game, Southern 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors, and the Jaguars have left just 1 batter on base. Prairie will run 6 hits, no errors, and they have left 4 on base. Well played game.
2 errors by the Jaguars so far, maybe the only hiccups that we've seen in this game. This one a fly ball, and it's going to go out of play.
About 10 rows up. We've got a bunch of souvenirs, James Verrett, these first couple of days.
No doubt about it. Foul balls all over the place.
Hitting windows and everything. We haven't caught one yet.
And it hasn't smashed the window yet, as far as we know. 2-2 pitch coming from Mendoza. Swing and a miss and a strikeout on Adams. 2 outs. Javante Doris up to bat for Southern University. And just the 3rd strikeout of the day for Mendoza.
Javante Doris, single walk and grounded to the pitcher.
That one fouled off. Right side of the outfield for strike 1.
Southern only has 2 hits in the game.
Hitting has been an issue. Their bats have gone silent more often than not this season.
Well, they just scored enough to beat Bama State yesterday. It's been some good pitching performances for the most part here in the tournament.
And that one inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. The count on Doris. And this one a shot into deep, and it's gone. Home run, and nobody saw it. Or did he catch it? He made the catch right there on the wall. Great job by Demarier Smith. It looked like it was gone, and he made an incredible leap to get the catch. And I mean, it was going, and he jumps up, and he robs him right there on the line.
Wow, that's great.
Great job by Demarier Smith. I thought it was gone, and he jumps up and robs him. Take another look at it. Not tall in stature, but his leaping ability goes right there, and he catches it at the highest point and able to make the catch right at the wall, and his teammates in the bullpen are like, yes, you saved us.
He saved a triple.
And Demarier Smith says hip hip as we go to break right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Bottom half of the 8th inning with a great catch in the outfield by Demarier Smith. Right on the wall. And now the momentum looks like it's shifting toward Prairie View A&M.
That's a top play. I mean, right up against the wall. And for the Panthers, Martinez leading it off, Johnson, Williams to follow.
And that one off of the inside of the wrist. And an easy out there for Colton Frank. One away here in the bottom half of the eighth.
Braylon Johnson has been on base 3 times. James Verrett walked twice and doubled.
First time he gets a chance to go up against Dimitri Frank. And swing and a miss, and Braden Johnson's like, oh my goodness, why did I swing at that? And another one, and he's on his knees for strike 2.
Yeah, a little bit patient at the plate.
0-2 is the count to Benjamin, to Brayton Johnson. Hits that one hard. Wilbur gets it, throws long, and a great stretch by Colton Frank to get the out. Going deep was Wilbur, and going even deeper on the stretch was Frank.
What a play. You got to have a strong arm.
And flexible first baseman.
Look at the hustle. He knows he's got to beat it out. Yeah, good call.
Good play there by Doris. And 1, 2, 3, down go the Panthers. And we're going to the top of the ninth, all tied up at 1 apiece, right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And a new pitcher after Victor Mendoza has completed his night. Derek Curry, young man out of Houston, Texas, Channelview High School, just a junior. He is in relief, and he'll be going up against Judah Wilbur, looking for his first hit of the night. We're all tied up at 1, going to the top of the ninth. Winner is really in the, as they say, the catbird seat when it comes to Friday.
Yep, winner of this game controls the bracket. One more win away from the championship game. Losers got all corn at 6.
That one fouled off by Wilbur.
Sorry, at noon tomorrow. Braves are sitting back waiting, checking out this game. They'll get the loser of this contest.
And this one foul again. 2 strikes now on Judah Wilbur.
Good ball game. Grand total 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors total.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That one off the edge of his bat. Wilbur out of Denver, Colorado by way of Chicago State. That one foul.
One game, James Verrett, in this 9th inning. Heck of a game. We had a high-scoring game in the previous game, a low-scoring game here. I kind of expected a low-scoring game. I mean, the way these two teams just kind of going at each other, you expect a low-scoring game, and that's what we got.
2-2 pitch to Wilbur. Inside makes the count full at 3-2. Curry doesn't want to lose the leadoff man. Here in the top of the 9th, tied at 1. Garcia with the throw to Martinez for out number 1.
I just like good chess match baseball, James Verrett, and that's what we've had.
No doubt about it. Antoine Riggins and Crenshaw doing a good job of mastering their roster and their pitchers.
You told me how this series went during the regular season.
In for a strike to Burgos. O'Neill Burgos. This one off of his leg. Foul.
He's ahead of this batter. I mean, it's a great situation when you've played a team, 6 times during the year. You kind of know all the nuances.
0-2 pitch to O'Neill Burgos. High. Ball 1. Total of 8 hits between the two teams. 2 errors by the Jaguars and 1 run apiece. That one outside evens the count at 2 apiece.
Good pitch right there. Just missed off the outer half.
2-2 coming from Derek Curry. That one high makes the count full at 3-2.
They call that up and in, James Verrett. Full count here.
3-2 pitch to all-conference performer O'Neill Burgos. Fouls it off and stays alive.
Tried to blow it by him and couldn't. Count remains the same.
And fouls it off, and staying alive is Burgos. And now Curry's going to have to put a little bit more effort if he wants to try to get the second out of the inning.
It's a good battle here.
3-2 pitch coming from Curry. Right back up the middle. Trevino makes a throw. And good catch by Martinez for out number 2. Good sound baseball move there by Zach Trevino.
Here's the catcher number 2, Taj Porter.
2 outs, and it's up to Taj Porter to try to keep this at-bat alive for Southern University. He's been hit by a pitch so many times I've just lost count.
It's painful to even think about it. Hitting a 1-4 double play, fly to left and was hit. Well, we can look forward to the bottom of the ninth. James Verrett, 8-9-1. Trevino, Castro, and Smith. And right now, it looks like the Panthers only need 1. But we'll see here with 2 out if Southern can make some 2-out magic.
Fouled off.
Yeah, a good pitch to hit.
Evens the count at 1 apiece.
One game, top of the ninth.
And hits a chopper over to Martinez, and he says he's got it. 1, 2, 3, down go the Jaguars. We go to the bottom of the ninth, all tied up at 1. And for the Panthers, they just need 1 run to move themselves up and to give a loss to their rivals, the Jaguars, right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And we find ourselves all tied up in the bottom of the ninth here at Toyota Field. Madison, Alabama, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, wonderful venue.
Which is a Trash Pandas a what?
A raccoon.
Raccoon.
2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC Baseball Tournament. Last at bat for Prairie View, and right now they're trying to get someone on base, and they do. Great job there by Andrew Garcia. He's going to go to second and going to try to make it over to third.
John Reagan's
and
fell down.
Slides in for a triple. Timeout is called, and Andrew Garcia with the biggest hit of the night at the right time.
He took this pitch the other way.
And that dive a little bit too short for Jonathan Evans.
Yeah, it's one of those where if you know you can't make the play, you just, you hold to a long single. Watch Andrew Riggins, he slips. Try to get the angle to let him know to hold up at third. He fell down right there. Here we go.
Nobody out. Maldonado at bat for Prairie View. Fouls it off. And for the Prairie View Panthers, in the West, the Jaguars have been in their way for many years. A win here would be a huge lift and solidify the series win that they had during the regular season at Southern University.
I'd like to see that pitch. Looked like it was on the inside corner.
0-2 pitch. And strikeout. For Maldonado.
One away.
Paul Castro now. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. And now pinch hitting for Prairie View number 10, Kellen Rogers, young man out of Humble, Texas. And now Southern looks like they're going to make a meeting, possibly a change.
Chris Crenshaw looking at his, well, gets his mask out. He's probably saying, look, this is the situation. You know, what's the situation? Runner at third. One out. I think he's just going over the situation. I think that's all that is. Calm him down. I mean, this is it's a huge moment. Whoever wins this game controls the bracket. One win away from the championship game. A loss, whoever loses this game has a date with the Alcorn Braves at noon tomorrow.
All tied at one out. Keelan Rogers pinch hitting. Rogers, a junior out of Humble, Texas. And a called strike.
A leadoff triple in this inning. Runner at third, one out, 1-1, bottom nine.
That one high for a ball.
1-2 the count, I believe. Yep,
One
1
out.
and 2.
And fouls it off is Rogers.
Well, you got to have veins of ice in this situation, James Red. You're a former baseball player. I mean, what's going through your mind? Bottom of the ninth inning, winning run at third.
A good coach would have told you, if this scenario happens, you may be up to bat. So hopefully that happened. If not, I mean, he's got everything going through his mind. And that's a fly ball going deep, and it is. And the winning run will come across, and the pinch hitter, Kellen Rogers, the young man from Humble, Texas, a walk-off game-winning single, and Prairie View A&M is celebrating like they've already won the championship. This team seems as though they've finally gotten over the hump and once again beaten Southern Jaguars. And for the Jaguars, they've given it their all, but come up one run short. Let's take another look at Rogers. A nice fly ball, finds a hole, and he knew that it was a base hit as soon as he hit it. Goes right over there to Tremaine Spears. And scoring is Garcia from third base, and the celebration begins for the purple and gold of Prairie View A&M. The Panthers remain undefeated in SWAC play. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up as we see Garcia. He looks at it, he goes back to tag, and as soon as he knows it hits the ground, he's like, yes, I'm going to touch home plate and join in the celebration. You're watching SWAC Baseball right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And for the 4th time this season, Prairie View A&M and Southern tango. And for the 3rd time, it is Prairie View A&M on top. Final score 2-1 with a pinch hit walk-off single by a wonderful young man out of Humble, Texas, junior Kellen Rogers. Let's give you the line. Southern University had 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. For Prairie View, 2 runs, 8 hits, 0 errors. The win goes to Derek Curry with 1 inning pitch, 19 pitches, and no strikeouts. And the losing pitcher, Dimitri Frank, with 2 2/3 innings, 27 pitches, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 earned run. And you see it once again, Rogers coming off the bench. And that's clutch when you can get a hit and bring home the game-winning run. And let's set the table now, Charles, for tomorrow.
We'll begin at 9 a.m. Grambling, who lost 14-13 after trailing 13-1, comes back and ties it up and loses in the bottom of the 9th. They will take on Texas Southern. And TSU won 12-7, eliminating Alabama A&M. So that's the 9 a.m. game. At noon, Alcorn eliminated Alabama State 3-2. They will take on Southern University, who just lost moments ago, at noon. Then Jackson State will take on the winner of the Grambling Texas Southern game at 3. Prairie View will take on the winner of the Alcorn Southern game. We know right now that Jackson State and Prairie View control their respective brackets. It's going to take 2 losses by those teams to knock them out of it. But Grambling, Texas Southern, Alcorn Southern have a crack at it beginning tomorrow morning at 9. This is a good game. You know, it was a 14-13 game the game before. Typical SWAC West matchup as we wrap it up. And we're looking forward to a full day tomorrow.
We thank you so very much for joining us. For all the people who join us on the SWAC Digital Network, for Charles Edmonds, I'm James Redd, and for all the people working with the SWAC Digital Network, thank you for joining us. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow at 9 a.m. right here on the SWAC Digital Network. And we bid you farewell from Madison, Alabama. Good night.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com. Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com. Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio.